Hello everyone, my name is Jamin. Thanks so much for visiting my channel. In this video, I have an Acer Aspire 7 A715 series laptop. I'm going to show you how to get inside, access your RAM. So first thing, power down your computer the correct way. Make sure it's off and unplugged from your charger. We're then going to flip it over to access our bottom case screws. So you have these 4 screws along the bottom edge of my screen here, these 2 near the top on the left, these 3 on the right-hand side, these 2 near the top middle, and then these 2 in the middle of the bottom case. So quite a lot of screws. After removing those screws, we're going to take a small, flat, preferably plastic pry tool and go across the seam of the bottom case and pry it up from the rest of the computer. I say plastic pry tool because in this situation, metal's going to scratch your case a lot more than plastic will. So I tend to go with a hard plastic pry tool like a guitar pick. But you're going to start on one end, work your way down the side. Don't put the pry tool too far in. You could damage some internal components. Just keep it right on the edge and be firm but slow. If you get stuck somewhere, leave it, go to the other side, and go around in the other direction. So once you get your bottom case off, this is what you're looking at for the inside of your computer. So as a general computer repair side note, whenever I'm working on a computer in my shop, I have it sitting on an anti-static mat. Either that or an anti-static bracelet are great ideas to avoid damaging anything in your computer when you're working on it. If you would like any help with any tools or supplies to help you in your computer projects, there'll be a link above. Also below in the description, it'll be a list of a lot of the tools and supplies that I use in my shop. So before I do anything in a computer, I always remove or at least unplug my battery. A computer is safer to work on when as little power as possible is running through it. Your battery is right here towards the bottom, and it's held in by these 2 screws, one on either side near the top corners, and it plugs into the motherboard right there. So if you're looking to remove your battery, you would undo those 2 screws. And then right here, if you look at your plug, your white plug, there's a good sized grip on either side. So you can put your fingernails or a pry tool in that grip and pull it out of that port. As with any cables in a computer, we want to try to avoid pulling on the wires themselves when at all possible. We could damage the plugs. So we always want to pull or manipulate the actual plugs themselves rather than pull on the wires. Okay, so now that the battery has been removed or at least unplugged, it's safe to proceed deeper into the computer. So your RAM ports are right here. You have 2 of them for 2 sticks. Most of you stock will only have 1. This computer has a max RAM capacity of 32 gigabytes. This is DDR4 RAM. And the specific RAM that was in this computer was PC4 3200AA RAM. I will have that spec information below in the description. If you're looking for your own replacements or upgrades. I will also have a link above and below in the description. It'll have a list of all the replacement and upgrade parts for this specific model computer. I'll try to have some RAM options in there. Since this is an 8 gigabyte stick for most of you, if all you're looking to do is replace the RAM, I'll have an 8 gigabyte stick option. I will also have a 16 gigabyte stick option if you're looking for a slight upgrade. And if you want to max this out to the maximum 32 gigabytes, I will have a 32 gigabyte kit option, which will give you 2 16 gigabyte sticks for each port. And I always recommend to people, if you are looking to upgrade your laptop's performance, upgrading your RAM and your solid state drive are probably the easiest, fastest ways you can do that. They're both very large components to the speed factor of your computer. So the way you operate the RAM, there's 2 spring-loaded metal arms on either side. You would gently pry those apart from each other away from the RAM stick. It would then release, and very often it even pops up a little bit. You can grab it here in the center and slide it out of this port. And to get your RAM back in, as you notice, there's a long part to the RAM stick and a short part here. So you can't put the RAM in upside down. It only goes in one way. And once you get it in nice and flush, the gold section here is nice and even all the way across. You would just press down in the center of the RAM stick, and then these arms would latch onto it and secure it in place. So that's how you would operate your RAM stick. Again, there'll be the RAM information below, as well as some RAM upgrade options in that link with all the replacement and upgrade parts list down below. So this is the video. It's how you access your RAM in an Aspire 7. Thanks again so much for watching. Please remember to like and share if this helped you out, if you think it can help someone else out. And feel free to subscribe if you enjoy DIY computer content like this, or if you just want to keep me on hand to answer any of your future computer questions. I do try to answer all questions throughout my channel at least a couple times a day. Also, feel free to check out the related links section below in the description. From time to time, I do try to add things in there that I think will help you with your general computer life, make it more productive, more enjoyable. So thanks again for watching, everyone. I look forward to seeing you on my next video.